Alright guys, we're down here in the garage today. Make sure the camera's going. I just wanted to bring you in on this. We are doing headers today. We've got this thing sitting back here. We've got both garage doors open. Putting on headers. Those are OBX headers. We're doing headers on the ZR1. Never any information on this, so I wanted to film a little bit of this, bring you guys in on this. I mean, I looked all over the internet. There's a few write-ups on tips and tricks on how to do headers a little better, but as far as video, nothing. Some sound clips after the shit's done. We want to know how to do it, so I'm going to walk through this a little bit. This is going to be over the course of a couple days because I'm taking it easy. I'm just doing it little by little. I'm not rushing this. Okay, first thing first, get the car up on jack stands. Remove the wheels, obviously. Get yourself a few Shih-Tzus. Okay, get it up on jack stands. And then there is zero chance doing this without these covers removed. This is the engine. There's what you're working with space-wise. I mean, it's... Let me point the light down here. Okay, that gives us a little better light. There is the spacing you're working with. I mean, good luck. Look, getting your hand in there. And that's about it. So, you have to remove the inner fender wells. Now, I'm doing one side at a time, just because that's how I'm doing it. I'm going to open this up, get the header off, install the new one, button this all back up, and then go to the other side. So what I'm at to the point now is I've got it up on jack stands like I said. There's 3 or 4 bolts here, a couple bolts here, a couple bolts along the side here, and I think one up underneath. You're going to have to unbutton it from that. This thing's pretty loose at this point. But, unbutton that, and then you should be able to just slip that off. Like that. That opens it way further up. Let me... I'm going to grab my headlight and put that on. These things are awesome. You look like a fucking dork, but God, they're awesome. They work good. Okay. Let's explore. It's dirty. So, of course, me being me, I'll clean all this. But here's all your connections for crap that I have no idea what it is. But gives you a much better lead, a much better insight into where the headers are there. I mean, you can get in there much better. So guys, I'll even take you up under the car. I have no idea if you can see anything under there. I'm just holding it willy-nilly style. But guys, I'm gonna get in there and see if I can get any room to move around in there a little bit. I don't know. First time I've done this. So we're doing it together. Thanks for doing it with me, guys. I needed some help. Alright guys, we're getting in there. I have created a hole basically. I've took this panel off, came in here, and started dismantling the EGR stuff. That stuff was right there, going that way to that. Put some light on it for you. So I took that out of the center to open up some room. So, and there are, I was told by some guys on the forums there would be bolts missing. There are. That I did not take out. That's, I'm assuming, from the factory. But what I'm doing is just taking a wrench, 10 millimeter, getting on it, and just slowly but surely turning, getting these bolts out of here. I've got some sockets and stuff too, in case I need them once I get in there. I've got all this laid out. So that's where we're at, guys. Ooh, okay, guys, header out. First header out. This is the passenger side. I'm going to take you down there. I haven't even pulled it yet. It's just sitting down here. I dropped it. I'm going to let you see in that little window. Those are the exhaust ports. Here is the header. Okay. Okay. She drops right out after you get the oil dipstick tube out of the way. It is right here. Hopefully you can see where my finger's pointing. That's kind of holding it in. You got to unplug the O2 sensor. It's hanging here. And there she is up in there. There's actually a lot of freaking room right here once you get up in here. It just, it's getting up in there that's the problem. And there's the transmission. I mean, it's, I hope you're getting that. It's a pretty big cavity, pretty big area to work in. There's the old header. I'm going to go ahead and yank this out. Oh. Okay. Those heat shields, whoever in the ever-living fuck designed those things should be dragged out and beat. Those are the biggest pain in the ass. Is all those little self-tapping sheet metal screws that are holding those goddamn things in. Holy fuck, this thing's heavy. These heat shields that go on like this around it. All those little screws, all those little sheet metal screws that go in this thing are horrific. Okay, guys, that's the factory header. It actually don't look that bad, you know, besides the catalytic converter, which you gotta remove. But the rest of it, I mean, it's kind of like a shorty. It's like a short header. It's not a long tube, but, well, that's awfully restrictive, I would say. That's for that stupid EGR air gas return. Good Lord, there's one in each one of them. Look at that. That probably obscures flow. So there she is. Let me get Yoda out of there. That's my dog's. Number 1 out. Woo! I don't know if you can see anything in there or not, but there she is. I'll keep you updated. Yesterday worked on this. Got one of the headers off completely. It is removed. There are tools. And I'm going to take you under the car because nobody ever does that. So let's do it. Whoop. Here we go. Alright. There you go. I'm holding the light in one hand and camera in the other, so that's what it looks like under here, guys. The O2 sensor comes out right here, and it is an absolute bitch to get out because the wires are threaded or ran back through there, and the connection point is on the other side of that, of all that heat insulation. It's a real bitch to get that out, but that's what we're looking at, guys. I scraped off the old gasket. I'm going to take a stone and stone it so we have a good mating surface. But yeah, that's about it. There's your old fuel filter. Transmission tunnel. So, just wanted to give you a little look down here. The oil pan's dirty. I'm going to clean that off. And that's where we're at. Guys, we are back. Header is installed. I couldn't get ship for bolts on that thing. I think I got 5 maybe across the top row. We're going under the car. But there she is. She is installed. Got the O2 sensor hanging there. There is not room for any bolts up in here. I don't have any on the bottom, I don't think. I just got the top row bolts in, and then that big bolt on the bottom, the flange. Besides that, no. Alright, guys. We are on to the driver's side. We have removed the stock header. And I just wanted to give you a little view of the OBX header that we're putting in. This driver's side has a hell of a lot more room. I removed the air pump. Got all that cleared out of there. Let's go under. Wow. Okay. I'll turn you right side up. Here's the header. There's the holes. Really close to the steering linkage, as you can see. But it's not hitting. It's maybe a 1/16 of an inch between them. So hopefully it doesn't hit. If it does, we'll address it. But this is my view of the world. I've already got the other side on. Just giving you a look. All right. Like I said, this driver's side I thought was going to be harder, but it actually, once you get all the shit out of the way, it's way more room on this side to work. Go down through these holes. You got to remove that inside. You got to remove that inside cover. It looks like it's all torn apart, but it's not. Alright, guys. That's where we're at. Here, let me show you all the shit we've removed so far. The headers. Oh, and the vacuum pump. All this crap. So that's where we're at. Okay, guys, she is done. I'm speaking up so you can hear me. All back together. It's pretty loud when you get on it. I'm going to let you hear from back here. Let me open up the garage door. Okay. Woo! Look at the snow. Holy crap. It's April. Okay. Here she is. I'm going to put you down back there and give you a little sound clip. Just let you hear a rev. How's that? Holy guacamole. Woo! There she was. Oh, and I turned the muffler straight. I like the way they look. I like them. No tips, just that on the back. I love them. I like the look with no tips. Looks good. Closing the garage door, it's cold. Alright guys, I know I didn't walk you through every millimeter of the process, but that's what she sounds like after headers. Didn't mean to open both garage doors. Meant to close garage doors. That's what she sounds like after the OBX headers. No cats. I fabbed up my own pieces that connect to the collectors. I didn't use their cats that came with it. Didn't have them. So, I don't know if you'll be able to see under there or not. Let me get a light. There you go. You can see how I fabbed my piece up right there. There's the header coming down the collector. And then there's that. Okay. Yeah, you can't really see them that good in there, but there they are down in there. That ceramic paint held up good too. I thought it would burn off. It smoked a little bit, but it didn't burn off. Still intact. That's the, what's it called? I think it's a VHT. Something you buy off the shelf at a parts store. It's like 10 bucks a can. Worked great. So that is to sum up the header install. This thing, I can't wait to get it out on the road, but obviously you can see why we haven't. So thanks for watching. More to come. Next mod. I don't know, but there'll be something. Subscribe, like, thank you.